What's going on, guys? It's Dale here from DemSec, and this week we're going to be taking a look at NordVPN. So a couple of weeks ago now, NordVPN contacted me because they wanted me to take a look at their product, which is also named NordVPN. So I've been a long time private internet access user, and the reason why I've always gone for private internet access is just the value for money. When I first started signing up for it, it cost me about £25 for the entire year, and it did everything I needed it to do. NordVPN is quite a lot more expensive than that, so I'm going to be taking a look at the features which differentiate that from the likes of private internet access. So what you should be seeing on screen now is a little test that I did of the speed test between my regular internet, private internet access, and NordVPN. And the results are kind of not very reassuring. NordVPN comes out quite a lot lower, but from the weeks I've been using it, it doesn't seem to add up with the actual speeds I get. So every time I've tried to do a speed test with NordVPN, it hasn't quite come out exactly how I'd expect it to. But then when I actually go to download, software, movies, whatever, it just works completely fine. So I don't know whether that's some quality of service stuff they've got running. So NordVPN comes out considerably lower on the speed test results, and I guess you just have to take it with a grain of salt, really, because like I say, I've been using this for a week and I haven't really experienced any of these issues. So if we just compare the interfaces for a second here, NordVPN has this really nice interface with the map where you can just click where you want to come out of, and it's got absolutely tons of features. If we can compare private internet access, on the other hand, it's essentially just a login form, and then you have to right click and select, I want to connect to this server or this server or this server. So I think from an interface and the usability perspective, NordVPN definitely takes this one. So NordVPN has an absolute crap load of features. And even features which you didn't even know you need, but think they're really, really cool. The first feature which I've been having a quick look at is the anti-DDoS protection servers. So the idea is, as you see it on screen right about now, is you connect to the anti-DDoS profile on the NordVPN software, and you come out of a Voxility host. And Voxility, if you should be able to see me searching for all this online just because I was trying to prove this to you, but you come out of a Voxility host, and if you do a quick search for Voxility DDoS protection, all of their servers are DDoS protected, and they can handle hundreds of gigabit per second attacks. And you may be asking, why is this useful to anyone, really? And it's probably less of a problem now, but I'm sure it still happens, where you'll be playing a game like on Xbox Live, and Xbox Live is still very peer-to-peer oriented, so if someone's able to see who's connected to them, they can get your IP and knock you offline. If you're going through this, that just isn't going to work. They'd need a hell of a lot of bandwidth to actually knock Voxility offline, because that's who they'd have to knock offline to knock you offline. It's also really useful for streamers. So if you're streaming, there's all kinds of different ways that users can get your IP address. And if you have any kind of viewership, you've probably seen the larger Twitch channels out there, such as Summit 1G, that kind of stuff, where they have 50,000, 30,000 people watching, and all it takes is one of them to be a bad actor who gets his IP address and then decides to hit him offline. Through this, it's just an extra layer of protection. So even if they do get his IP, it's actually the IP address of NordVPN via Voxility. And if someone tries to knock that offline, they've got, it's going to take a lot longer and require a lot more resources to actually be able to knock it offline. Another one of my favourite features about NordVPN is the double VPN feature. And what that actually means is you connect to a server in the Netherlands and then you pop out in Switzerland. Switzerland. Or vice versa. So you can connect to a really privacy-conscious state like Switzerland, where they have very robust privacy laws, and then pop out of one that's not so privacy-orientated. Maybe thinking, why is this such a good thing for privacy concerns? And in the UK, it's a big problem because we have Snoopers Charter and all this kind of stuff where ISPs have to collect metadata on what you're going to. If you're using a double VPN, all they see is this encrypted traffic going out to Switzerland, and that's the last thing they get to see about it. And it also prevents these kind of correlation attacks where, a nation state may be able to see, theoretically, be able to see the entire internet all at once, and they'd be able to see your home ISP, connect to this Swiss ISP, and then the data comes out, and you can tell by the timing of the data coming out who it is. So say if I download exactly 5 megabytes over the VPN, they can then correlate that to 5 megabits of data, which came into the VPN host. And obviously these are kind of like big nation state attacks, and most people don't have to worry about them, but if you are privacy concerned, it's definitely something which you can look into. Another feature which I think makes NordVPN really, really, really useful for like the average person is their obfuscated servers. And these are meant for jumping onto the VPN in countries which may block it. So if you're visiting China or whatever, NordVPN can be really good at going ahead and bypassing those restrictions and getting you onto a VPN where you can actually browse the internet. But as a result of these servers being so obfuscated, they actually still work on Netflix. So if you want to access American Netflix, NordVPN's got you covered. The final feature, which is kind of a niche one, and I'm kind of, I'm 50-50 on this one, and it's the Tor Onion servers. So you can connect to NordVPN and they push you out via Tor. And this is really useful for, if you're on a machine which doesn't allow you to use the Tor browser bundle, but you can, for some reason, access OpenVPN, or you've got a device in the middle, such as the Packet Scroll from Hack5, which is kind of what I'm really interested in, that product. But you can have an inline device which connects you to the VPN, or maybe it's over your phone connection or whatever. But you can see on screen now, it works. And I don't have a personal use for this. I don't use Tor all that much, but it can be very useful for those of you which do use Tor a lot. Another feature, which I forgot to mention in the rest of the video, I've actually had to film this at the end here and drop it in somewhere in the middle. Power of editing. Is their CyberSec feature, and you may have seen it if you were looking carefully on the speed test. And I'm just going to put them both here and freeze them. Can you tell the difference here? So I'm using an incognito browser, so I don't have any of my browser plugins available. I don't have my ad block. I don't have anything like that. I don't have anything protecting me. But you can see if you compare them both, private internet access on the left here. Hopefully, maybe Dale, remember to put it on the right side. It's still got ads all over it. On the right, NordVPN, no ads on it. And that is literally just the VPN doing that. I don't have any third-party software running or anything like that. That is just over the VPN. NordVPN just outright blocks it if you switch it on, which is our CyberSec feature. The CyberSec feature will also block all different kinds of malware and all kinds of issues you may have there. So if there's any dodgy sites, it'll actively block them and just not let you push any traffic towards them, which I think's a really good feature. So when it comes down to making a recommendation between private internet access or NordVPN, I'm kind of stuck, because it really just depends which camp you're in. So do you just want a VPN that's cheap and cheerful and you can pull lots of traffic over it? If that's you, that's all you care about, private internet access, pay the minimal amount, and you do get what you pay for. On the other hand, NordVPN is considerably more expensive, but you do get what you're paying for, well, I believe. You get exactly what you're paying for. With the features, for those who need them, those features are absolutely killer. The double VPN I use all the time, just because why should my ISP be able to see that I'm connecting to whatever? Should they even be able to know that I'm connected to a VPN server in the UK? I don't believe they should. I don't believe they have the right to do that. Even though in law they've been told that they have to collect that, but I don't believe that that is their right to collect. So as long as I have the right to protect my data, that's what I'm going to do. As it comes down to NordVPN, if it's something where you need any of these features or any of these features appeal to you, is it the anti-DDoS, is it the double VPN? I highly recommend taking a look at it. So if you're interested in picking up NordVPN, there is a link down in the description. If that's something you're interested in doing, I'd really appreciate it, because that link does give me a little kickback and helps the channel. If not, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you're new here, remember to hit subscribe. If not, take a look at one of these other videos. If you want to help out the channel, Patreon link on my chin, and I will see you next time.